Junction, River City, next station stop.
Y'all crazy with the heat. Credit is no good for an ocean salesman.
Aboard! All aboard!
So what? What's the matter with credit?
It's old-fashioned. Charlie, you're an Advil salesman. Your firm give credit?
No, sir.
Nor anybody else.
River City next.
Cash for the merchandise. Cash for the button hook.
Cash for the cotton good, cash for the hard good.
Cash for the soft good. Cash for the fancy good.
Cash for the noggins and the piggins and the firkins.
Cash for the hogshead, cask, and the demijohn. Cash for the crackers and the pickles and the flypaper.
Look, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where do you get it?
What do you talk?
You can talk, you can bicker, you can talk, you can bicker, you can talk, bicker, bicker. You can talk all you wanna, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't. But you gotta know the territory.
Why, it's the Model T Ford made the trouble, made the people want to go, want to get up and go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 17, 22 miles to the county seat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who's gonna patronize a little bitty 2x4 kind of store anymore?
What do you talk? What do you talk? Where'd he get it?
Not the Model T at all. Take a gander at the store, at the modern store, at the present day store, at the present day modern departmentalized grocery store.
What do you talk? 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 Where'd he get it? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? Where'd he get it?
You can talk, you can bicker, you can talk, you can bicker, you can talk, bicker, bicker. You can talk all you wanna, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't. But you gotta know the territory.
Why, it's the you need a biscuit made the trouble. You need to put the crackers in the package. The you need a biscuit in the airtight sanitary package made the Cracker Barrel obsolete.
Obsolete.
Cracker Barrel went out the window with the mail pouch, cut plug, chawn by the stove. Changed the approach of a traveling salesman, made it pretty hard.
No, it didn't. But you gotta know the territory.
Gone.
Gone with the hogshead, cask and demijohn. Gone with the sugar barrel, pickle barrel, milk pan. Gone with the tub and the pail and the tears.
Ever met a fella by the name of Hill?
Hill?
No. Just a minute.
Never heard of any salesman Hill.
No, he doesn't know the territory.
Doesn't know the territory.
What's the fella's line?
Never worries about his line.
Never worries about his line.
Or the Cracker Barrel being obsolete. Or the you need a biscuit in an airtight sanitary package. Or the Model T Ford.
Just a minute.
Never worries about his line.
Never worries about his line.
Or a doggone thing. He's just a bang beat bell ringing big hall, great go, neck and nothing rip roaring every time a bullseye salesman. That's Professor Harold Hill.
Tell us what's his line.
He's a fake and he doesn't know the territory.
What do you talk? What do you talk?
He's a music man.
He's a what?
He's a music man, and he sells clarinets to the kids in the town with the big trombone and the rat-a-tat drum and the big brass bass, and the piccolo, uniforms too, with the shiny gold braid on the coat and the big red stripe running down.
Well, I don't know much about bands, but I do know you can't make a living selling big trombones. No, sir. Madeline picks, perhaps, and here and there juice heart.
No, the fella sells bands, boys' bands. I don't know how he does it, but he lives like a king, and he dallies, and he gathers, and he plucks, and he shines. And when the man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The piper pays him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When the man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The piper pays him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But he doesn't know the territory. River City. We'll cross the state line into Iowa. Population 2,212. Cigarettes illegal in this state, folks. All right. If you're all through, I'll tell you about Harold Hill. You really know Harold Hill? Never seen him in my life, but I can tell you all this much. He's given every one of us a black eye. After his work the town over, next salesman to arrive gets automatically tarred and feathered and rode out to the city limits on a rail. What, you think that's funny? Well, do you?
Yeah.
Well, wait till it happens to you. Your hair never grows back.
But why should he get run out of town on a rail?
Because in order to sell band instruments and uniforms and instruction books, he has to guarantee to teach the kids how to play.
Well?
And to form them kids into a band, with him as the leader.
Well, what's wrong with that?
He doesn't know one note from another. That's what's wrong with that. I mean, he can't tell a bass drum from a pipe organ. Ooh, I'll catch up with that swindling two-bit thimble rigger. And when I do, I'll squeal on him so loud.
Whoa, Charlie, you're really mad. I'd sure like to be around when you catch up with that fella.
Well, it won't be on this trip. Not in Iowa. Not even the great Professor Hill would try to sell them neckboat Hawkeyes out here. Aboard! All aboard!
Gentlemen, you've intrigued me. I think I'll have to give Iowa a try.
Don't believe I caught your name.
Don't believe I dropped it.
Hey, sit down!
Good morning, Mayor Shin.
It is if you want to go around in your drawers all day.
Oh my goodness! Did you see what happened? And there I was at Madison Hospital and no one come to see me. Cousin Will never come, Aunt Bertha never come. Your Aunt Bertha's dead. She wouldn't have come anyway.
We could be cold as a falling thermometer in December if you ask about our weather in July. And we're so cold, darn stubborn, we could stand touching noses for a week at a time and never see eye to eye. But we'll give you our shirt and our hat to go with it. If your cross should happen to die.
What the heck? You're welcome. Glad to have you with us, even though we may not ever mention it again.
You really ought to give Iowa, Hawkeye, Iowa, Dubuque, Des Moines, Davenport, Marshalltown, Bixby, Huron, Ames, Clear Lake, ought to give Iowa a try.
Excuse me, Mr.
Squires.
Mr. Squires, yes. I'm interested in having a rig for Sunday if you could accommodate me.
Then I expect you ought to see the man in charge of hiring rigs, who is late as usual.
Gregory!
Marcellus?
You old son of a gun! But Greg!
Professor Hill's the name this time. Harold Hill.
But Greg! What are you doing here? Why didn't you let me know you was coming?
I didn't know I was coming myself. Besides, how'd I know you'd end up in a little tank town like this? You were a pretty big slicker when you were back in business with me.
Too many close shaves the way you work. Besides, I got me a nice, comfortable girl, Ethel Toffenmeyer, boss's niece.
Gone legitimate, huh? I knew you'd come to no good.
So what's the new pitch? Oh, you're not back in the band business. I heard you was in steam automobiles.
I was.
What happened?
Somebody actually invented one.
No.
So give me the lowdown on this place here, Mars.
Well, you'll never get in the band business with these stubborn Iowans, Greg. Besides, we got a stuck-up music teacher that'll expose you before you get your grip unpacked.
Male or female?
The music teacher? Well, she's the librarian. Female.
Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to hear. Now you point her out to me if you see her.
I will. How are you going to start the pitch?
Oh, same old way. keep that music teacher off balance, and my next step is to get your town out of the serious trouble it's in.
River City isn't in any trouble.
Then I'll have to create some. I'll have to create a desperate need for a boys' band. You know, so what's new around here? What can I use?
Nothing. Except the billiard parlors just put in a new pool table.
They've never had a pool table before?
Nope, only billiards.
Perfect, that'll do. I'll see you later, Mars. Oh, and remember, music teacher.
Music teacher.
Excuse me, Mr.
Dunlop.
Dunlop. Either you are closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are unaware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Why, sure say trouble right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm a billiard player. Certainly mighty proud to say I'm always mighty proud to say it. I consider the hours I spend with a cue in my hand are golden. Helps cultivate a horse sense, and a cool head, and a keen eye. Did you ever try and take an ironclad lead to yourself from a 3-rail billiard shot? Well, just as I say it takes judgment, brains, and maturity to score in a back-line game, I say that any boot can take and shove a ball in a pocket. And I call that sluff. The first big steps to the roads to the depths of degradé. I say first, medicinal wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son is playing for money in a pinchback suit. And listening to some big out-of-town Jasper, hearing him talk about horse race games. Not a wholesome trot race, no, but a race where they set down right on the horse. Would you like to see some stuck-up jockey boy setting on Dan Patch? Make your blood boil? Well, I should say. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets on a table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum, with a capital B and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. And all week long, your River City youth be frittering away, said your young men will be frittering away their noontime, supper time, chore time too. Get the ball in the pocket, never mind getting dandelions pulled to the screen door patch from the beefsteak counter. Never mind pumping any water. Parents left the cistern empty on a Saturday night, and that's trouble. So we got lots and lots of trouble. Thinking of the kids in the Knickerbockers, sure telling young ones. Picking of the pool hall one day after school, you got trouble. Right here in River City. Trouble with the capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. Now, and all you folks are the right kind of parents. I'm gonna be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on while they're loafing around that hall? Trying out Bebo, trying out Q-Bebs, trying out tailor-mades like cigarette beans, and bragging all about how they're gonna cover up a telltale breath with sunset. One fine night, they leave the pool hall, head for the dance of the armory. Libertine men, scarlet women, and ragtime. Shameless music that'll grab your son, your daughter, the arms of a jungle, animal instinct, mass hysteria. Frenzy, idle brain is the devil's playground. Trouble. Right here in River City. Trouble with the capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. We've surely got trouble. Right here in River City. Gotta figure out a way to keep the young ones moral after school.
Our children's children gonna have trouble.
Mothers of River City, heed the warning before it's too late. Check for the telltale signs of corruption. The minute your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Is there a nicotine stain on his index finger? A dime novel hidden in the corn crib? Is he memorizing jokes out of Captain Billy's whiz-bang? Are certain words creeping into his vocabulary? Words like swell. And so is your old man. If so, my friends, you got trouble. Right here in River City. Trouble with a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. We've surely got trouble. Right here in River City. Remember the Maine, the Plymouth Rock, and the Golden Rule.
Our children's children.
Oh, we're in trouble, my friends. Why, sure, we're in lots and lots of trouble. That game with 15 numbered balls is the devil's tool. Oh, yes, we got trouble. Trouble with a capital T. That rhymes with P. That stands for
Oh, we got trouble. Right here, River City, with a capital T, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool.
Yes.
We surely got trouble.
That pool table in your community.
Right here, River City, right here. Gotta figure out a way to get the young ones moral after school.
Excuse me, did you drop your...
No.
Didn't I meet you in...
No.
I'm only going to be in town a short while.
Good.
Is that you, daughter? Yes, Mama. Keep on, Amaryllis. I'll be with you in a minute. Hello, Mama. Fine, dear. Now your exercises.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't remember the library being open last 4th of July. It was, Mama, all evening. Mama, a strange man with a suitcase has been following me all over town.
Oh, who?
I never saw him before.
Did he say anything?
He tried.
Did you say anything?
Mama, of course not. Now don't dawdle, Amaryllis. So, do, la, re, ti, mi, a little slower, and please keep the fingers curved as nice and high as you possibly can. Don't get faster, dear.
Well, if you don't mind my saying so, it wouldn't have hurt you to have found out what the gentleman wanted.
I know what the gentleman wanted.
What, dear?
You'll find it in Balzac.
Well, excuse me for living, but I've never read it.
Neither has anyone else in this town.
There you go again with that same old comment about the low mentality of River City people and taking it all too much to heart.
Now, Mama, as long as the Madison Public Library was entrusted to me for the purpose of improving River City's cultural level, I can't tell my concern that the ladies of River City keep ignoring all my counsel and advice.
But darling, when a woman has a husband and you've got none, why should she take advice from you? Even if you can quote Balzac and Shakespeare and all them other highfalutin Greeks.
Mama, if you don't mind my saying so, you have a bad habit of changing every subject.
Now I haven't changed the subject. I was speaking of that stranger.
What stranger?
With the suitcase who may be your very last chance.
Mama, do you think that I allow a common masher? Now, really, Mama, I have my standards where men are concerned, and I have no intention.
I know all about your standards, and if you don't mind my saying so, there's not a man alive that can hope to measure up to that blend of Paul Bunyan, St. Pat's, and Noah Webster. You concocted for yourself out of your Irish imagination, your Iowa stubbornness, and your library full of books.
Oh, well, if that isn't the best I've ever heard.
Thank you. Can I have a drink, please?
May I have
May I have a drink, please?
Yes, dear.
Winthrop, it's after dark. Is that a way to walk into the house?
Hello.
No, that won't do at all. I'll have a kiss from my boy. That lady over there is your sister.
Hello, Winthrop.
Winthrop, your manners.
I'm having a party on Saturday. Will you please come? I'd especially like it if you'd come, Winthrop.
Winthrop, Amaryllis has asked you to her party. Are you going or aren't you?
No.
No what?
No, thank you.
You know the little girl's name.
He won't say Amaryllis because of the S, because of his lisp. He's ashamed.
We know all about his lisp, Amaryllis. Well, Winthrop?
I bet he won't say it. No, thank you, Amaryllis. Amaryllis! He's crying. Why does he get so mad at people just because he lisps?
It's not just because he lisped, Amaryllis. That's only part of it.
What's the other part?
Never mind, dear. It's just that he never talks very much.
Not even to you and your mother?
No, dear. We all have to be a little patient.
I'm patient, even though he doesn't ever talk to me, but I do him. Every night I say goodnight to him on the evening star. You have to do it the very second you see it, too, or it doesn't count. Good night, my Winthrop. Good night. Sleep tight.
Oh, there, darling. Don't cry. You have lots of time. If not Winthrop, there'll be someone else.
Never. I'll end up an old maid like you. I'm sorry, Miss Marian. Can I play my crosshand piece?
May I
play my crosshand piece?
You may.
See, without a sweetheart, there's no one to say goodnight to on the evening star.
I know, Amaryllis. For the time being, just say, good night, my someone. You can put the name in when the right someone comes along.
All right, it's better than nothing.
Yes, it is. Now you can play your crosshand piece.
Now I may play my crosshand piece.